Hello everyone and welcome back to Hello everyone and welcome to Magic Kingdom Keeper. Today we are going to be making the copycat cheeseburger pod recipe from Disney Food Blog, and so I'm going to show you what ingredients you need, how we make it, and then also how I think it tastes. And just to let you know, I have not tried the original recipe, the real recipe at the Satu'li Canteen in Pandora in Animal Kingdom, but I will be trying it in less than a month, so I can come back or be, I guess, in a new video at the parks trying it and telling you how I think it stands up to the DFB guide recipe and also just the recipe that I made. So I'm sure Animal Kingdoms will be better, but it'll be fun to see the difference. So join me on this journey for making some cheeseburger pods. So join me on this journey of making some cheeseburger pods. So first we are going to cook the ground beef. So I'm not gonna explain that in detail because if you're an adult cooking, you can look it up, or you probably have made some ground beef before. So we will make that, and then I will start talking about the ingredients we add and when we add them, and then we will we will make the pods and then steam them. So now's the time to brown the ground beef. All right, everyone, so now we're gonna take our pretty lean ground beef and brown it in this pan. And we are gonna cook it on medium-high heat for now. We are cooking this on medium-high heat right now, and I am going to use to stir this my Winnie the Pooh little spatula. There it goes. All right, it's gonna taste better because I'm using this spatula. Just saying. Alrighty, so we have this dill relish. Don't get sweet relish. We want the pickled relish. Ooh. Which I did not think I would be able to open. Glad I did. So 4 tablespoons of that. Totally worth all. And yeah, I'm just gonna put in a little extra just for fun. Because I absolutely adore dill pickles. And I'm gonna add a little bit less mustard. It says 2 tablespoons, so I just have some yellow mustard, and I'm just gonna add 1, just because I'm not a huge fan of mustard. And then we're gonna add a half of a cup of just ketchup, which my cats broke the lid of by knocking it on the ground. So that's fun. Oh, just kidding. This is actually a 1/3 of a cup. I'm going to guesstimate. Oh man. And make a huge mess. Which is what cooking is all about, right? All right, so we're gonna mix this up. It says let it simmer for a minute or two with all of this in it. Oh my gosh, I am making a total mess. So this is like my normal life. All right, so we're just gonna give it this a little bit of time. Alrighty, so now we're gonna turn off the heat and add my not so shredded cheese because I think one of my roommates stole my cheese grater when they moved out. So we are going to, I used a potato peeler instead. So we are just going to mix this in until it is melted. It shouldn't take very long because this meat looks pretty warm. Anyways, they said that you could buy, you know, store-bought shredded cheese, but it is cheaper to buy a block of cheese, which is why I did that, and I will definitely eat the rest of the cheese, especially since Tillamook is one of my favorite cheeses. I've actually been to the Tillamook Cheese Factory in Oregon because I am from the Pacific Northwest. That's like it's a rite of passage, you know? All right, so that looks all melted. And now we are gonna go to making the biscuit portion of these cheeseburger pods. So we'll see you in a sec. All right, so now we are going to make the outside portion of the cheeseburger pods, and we are using buttermilk biscuits, but not Grands or flaky style. So I have this opened up, and we are flattening them just to a little bit smaller than the size of your hand. Maybe I'm gonna make this one a little bit smaller or bigger. I'm gonna make this one a little bit bigger. So I don't have a roller, so I am using this super duper cute Tigger spoon. All right, so that's a little bit better. So I'm gonna do that with all of the biscuits, and then I will come back when we're all done so that we can fill them up with the cheeseburger ingredients. All right, now we have all of these flattened, and so it says to, let me check, just to make sure. Okay, so it says to add a tablespoon or 2 of insides, and when I made this before, when I first recorded and made a video that I didn't really like, I noticed that it's really easy to put too much in. So I'm gonna go a little bit light on these, but we will see how it turns out this time. Okay, so when you have the meat in, and then you just take a piece and then take another piece and fold it in, fold it in, fold it in. Honestly, a surprisingly easy to do but hard to do well process. See, I actually broke this open. I'm gonna just do a little patchwork. Oh man, okay. So I have that one folded and closed. Let's get to the next one. All right. So just folding, folding. It's fine, honestly, if they don't close all the way. A lot of them that do close all the way are gonna open, but honestly, if you get any of the meaty grease, oh my gosh, this is totally, that one's kind of a fail. But this one is slightly better, but if you get any of the grease kind of on the outside, you're not going to, you are not going to be able to close it super well. So take a tip from me and don't do it like I did it, but then actually wipe off your hands after you've touched any sort of part of the meat. Oh yeah, this one's going considerably better. Oh my gosh, look at how beautiful that is. I am ecstatic. I actually do like to put them upside down because I learned that if you do that, they stay closed a little bit better. Oh my gosh, that one is just a nightmare. we're just gonna pretend that one didn't happen. Guys, don't worry. I am a professional. And by that I mean this, I mean, this is a bit out of my comfort zone, but I still had a lot of fun with it because it's actually a really easy recipe. And if I could kind of do it, you can definitely do it. Alrighty, we're going to pretend that that was perfection, okay? Just bear with me. As I said, these will turn out delicious. So now I'm gonna get out the steamer, and the steaming part is actually the easiest part of this, if you have a steamer. So buckle up. This is kind of a fun process to watch. So I'm gonna time lapse it so you can see the steaming process. So fill your steamer with water. Mine has a minimum maximum, tells you where to fill it. Put on the top part. That covers that steamer part, and then you put on this, and then we are going to put these in. So the recipe says to use parchment paper, but I can't seem to remember parchment paper at the store, and this has turned out just fine without the parchment paper. I'll just put this one on top so it can it can live its miserable life out in its ugliness. All right, so a lot of these opened already, so good start. We're just going to set this for 15 minutes. And as I said, we will time lapse this baby so that you can see how it goes. All right, let's see what we got. I'm gonna be careful because hot. Ooh, look at these. All right, so we'll get some out. I will plate them and then I will try one. Let's see what they taste like. All right, guys, they may not look beautiful, but I'm sure they will be delicious. It's dough and cheeseburger ingredients, like who could hate it? Also, look at my last utensil. It is a super cute Eeyore. So yeah, so this is what they look like. So I'm gonna try one and then we'll talk about it. All right, so we are gonna try half of this since they're really hot. I'm trying the one that I cut open. Wow, that is really good. I think that the onion salt actually added a really good flavor to it, but you can definitely taste the dill relish, which is my favorite part. And if you don't like mustard, I honestly can't taste the tablespoon of mustard I put in. And I used to be one of those people who could like smell mustard from a mile away, so I would never eat things with it in it. I like it okay now, it's just not my favorite. So anyways, I thought that turned out really well. And in less than a month, I will be going to Disney and trying the real cheeseburger pods from the Satu'li Canteen in Pandora and Animal Kingdom, and I will tell you guys what I think. I'm gonna try a cheeseburger pod. I want to compare. For beauty standards, Disney 100% wins. Mine are kind of ugly, but we're gonna see how they are going to taste. Okay, so this is absolutely gorgeous. I'm trying to cut it open while I do this, and that's a bad call. Oh. Ah. Good thing I have help from the best helper in my life. All right. This is the inside. It actually looks pretty similar to mine, but filled maybe a little bit better. Okay, so I'm gonna be real. This tastes almost exactly like mine. So the Disney Food Blog did a really good job at the recipe because I'm not super great at cooking stuff, but this tastes really close. It's a little bit better, which I'll take. They do it more often, but it's pretty good. So I'm gonna finish up my lunch here at the Satu'li Canteen, and we will see you guys when we go on another ride or see some animals. But thank you so very much for joining me, and you all have a great day.